bitch up. Of course, we're gonna come in with some fat music right here. Alright. Welcome to Blunt Raps. This is the third fucking Blunt Raps. Woo! I'm gonna start rolling a blunt, but of course, as we always like to do, we're gonna start out with Dom. And we already took notes, because Dom already started 2 fucking conversations that we had to stop and have him start over. So...
Oh, shit.
The first one is about... What the fuck?
Was it the
what you got expelled for?
Oh, yeah, okay. So, sophomore year of high school, I got expelled. So, robo-tripping. Yeah. For all y'all folks out there who don't know, short for, Robitussin. I mean, it's in a lot of cough medicine.
DXM.
It's like no, that's DMX. Don't get it confused.
Don't get it confused.
Sometimes when I'm fucked up, I do. But anyways, it's like stands for dextromethorphan or whatever.
Yes.
But anyways, it's a chemical. So if you take in small doses from like 300 to 700 milligrams, which is equivalent to like 1 to 2 bottles per se of Robitussin. I personally did the pill form, or I knew how to do a cold water extraction. Look that up yourself, kids. Erowid, highly recommend it. Anyways, that puts you in a state where you're kind of like high/drunk.
A small dose.
Yeah, a small dose. So 300 to 600. That's a small dose. If you take it beyond, beyond 700, and again, this all depends on your body weight, mind you. If you're gonna do drugs, kid, look up your body weight. Make sure you do your research. I'm not approving any drug use, but if you do your research.
And it doesn't always matter on body size either. It's if you're malnourished, if you've been getting enough sleep, if you've been hydrated, have you eaten today.
So just in general, do your research before you do anything. I'm not saying do anything, but if you do your research at the very least. Anyways. So for my body weight at the time and all that, anything beyond 700 milligrams, it becomes a psychedelic. So when I got expelled, so the max they ever recommended dosage for my body weight...
Doesn't it just give you energy in general? Isn't that like...
Well, it's weird because you obviously have to fight off initial sleep.
What's that other? It's like some pills that you could take.
Dramamine? Is that what you're talking about? Or?
And I feel like there's a couple things like that where if you kratom.
Kratom is apparently a lot of heroin addicts.
I don't know, but that's the same thing. If you take it in a small dose, it acts one way, and then if you take it in a larger dose, it acts the opposite.
Oh, okay, cool.
Upper to
down. See, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but that's for later.
But anyways,
go ahead.
Another reason why they also call it robo-tripping when you take it in larger doses, other than from it becoming taken from Robitussin, is you kind of feel like you're moving like a robot. But anyways, that's a side note. But so anyways, when you take it beyond 700, it's like a psychedelic. Well, so the time that I took it this time, so the max of my body weight that they suggested I should ever take is around 1,200 milligrams of DXM. Well, I don't know. I was going through a weird part of my life. I hated my home life, whatever. And I don't know, my therapist described to me not as straight suicidal, but passive depressive in the sense that I was willing to put myself in situations that I knew could kill myself, but I didn't care.
Yeah.
And so anyway, so my max doses I should ever taken was 1,200.
Yeah.
I took 2,000. So all I remember about that day is walking to school, because I lived pretty close to the school. We had a homeroom advisement, an hour in the morning where we could do whatever we wanted before school. It was only on certain days. But I had detention because I was late to a class a bunch.
What grade were you in?
Sophomore year.
Oh, okay.
And so I go into this class, and this is before any of this happened. I also smoked a little weed before class. None of it had kicked in yet. I had taken this an hour beforehand, but I took it in pill form. It takes me, to digest and all that. And so I'm in this fucking science room, and it was a biology teacher or whatever. So they had lizards and different animals, of reptilial type in there. And I'm supposed to be cleaning the desk and all that. And this is when the psychedelic part starts kicking in. And so I'm imagining these fucking lizards are fucking dragons and shit. And I know they're not, but I'm what the fuck is going on? And so I'm struggling to walk at this point. I somehow stumble up and get the teacher to sign, my slip that I did my detention. Go on my merry way to my first period. Honors English. How I'm in honors, I don't know, but I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm in there. Teacher either doesn't notice or doesn't care. Yeah. I'm blacked out at this point. I don't remember it.
I gotta have it over here for this story. We can move this shit around with the stand.
Yeah.
Thank you. Keep going.
But anyways, so she doesn't either notice or care. I blacked out at this point. I don't remember any of it. According to some of my friends I've talked to, they've said that, they thought I was blackout drunk. I couldn't walk straight. I was to the point where to some of them I couldn't even talk. But anyways, I leave that class, and then after I had homeroom advisement, whatever you want to call it. I go to that class. I look out. My teacher's not there. I don't know. But my teacher's not there because he's the teacher who, does the announcements, or all that. Well, my buddy, and he was the guy who like first was the one who told me about this legal drug you could do. By the way, I stole all this from Target. Don't steal shit, kids. But that was the other reason.
Don't do drugs, kids.
But
how they found out? Like it all came down.
no, they never found out. That was the crazy thing. Is literally so. Anyways,
no one asked you.
Well, they couldn't figure out because check it.
Okay.
So I go to the home class. So my buddy who told me about all this, he ends up just walking by where he could see how fucked up I am, and he's like, "Dude, you cannot stay here. You're gonna get caught. You're gonna get people in trouble. Come with me. We'll go to the alley. There was an alley near my school. You would go smoke out." He's like, "Chill out. You have an off hour the next period. We're gonna calm down and sober you up." I was like, "Alright, whatever." So I leave with him. We walk straight in front of the office in the South Building. And I'm not walking straight or nothing. It's a bunch of like fat bitches, they wouldn't have chased it. They probably wouldn't have done nothing. But they could tell something like, "Hey, y'all come back here." And what did I do? I went back.
Yeah.
And I go back, and my words are slurred. They think I'm drunk. Yeah. So they pull me and they sit me down. They're calling the school officer or whatever. While we're waiting, the school bell goes off and it's the next period. And I get up. I'm like, "Oh, I gotta go to class." My buddy who, busted with me, and he's like, "No, Dom, you can't go anywhere." I'm like, "Dude, I gotta go to class. I just got detention. Like, I can't be late again." And I'm literally arguing, and then the school officer shows up and he's like, "Oh, here, come talk with me." They search me. They can't find anything on me but a lighter. And I was being like a total smartass. I'm like, "Oh, you guys want to strip search me, huh?" I'm all good. They do a breathalyzer. I blow perfect zeros. They're like, "What the fuck?" I'm not telling them what I'm on. Where they're like, "Well, your words are slurred and all this blah, 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 and we can't figure what you're on, so we have to call an ambulance." And I'm like, "Fuck." So they call my grandma who's at home. She comes, and even though the hospital is not even 2 miles away from the school, they insist that an ambulance has to pick me up because they're in charge of me because of the school. Ambulance takes me those 2 miles. That's a $2,000 hospital bill after fucking insurance, mind you.
Yeah.
Get there, they basically say that it's too far in my system. They can't pump my stomach. They give me a catheter because I can't pee.
You finally told them.
Yeah, I told them because they're like, "Well, you're not gonna get arrested or any, And I'm also super fucked up with it. Basically, when they put me in the ambulance, dude, I felt like I actually was dead or something. Like I was being floated in a carriage on a cloud or something.
God.
I was chill, I was calm with it, but I was like, "Oh, I'm dead now. Okay." But and so I basically just wake up in this hospital. I have a catheter in my dick, which are terrible, mind you. And I'm really hungry, so they order me some mini sliders, which cost me $50 after insurance, mind you. And there was 3 of them. They weren't even that good.
They get you.
And I watched a little bit of TV, and then my family came in. They were super pissed. My grandma was convinced that I was trying to kill myself, and I was like, "No, just trying to get high." And so I had to try to convince them that it wasn't a suicide thing.
Wow.
And and that's my story of Roman. And that is also why I cannot stand anything that is artificially grape flavored. I love real grapes, but if it's artificial grape flavored, I instantly associate with that. I can't take any type of cough medicine.
Yeah.
I literally, my body just, I don't know, it's a physical thing. It associates it with that, and I'll just projectile vomit it right away. So if I'm sick, I'm fucked, and I just have to ride it out.
That taste.
So that's so.
So you have you tried codeine,
bro? I love codeine.
Like lean.
Lean. But again, mixed with Sprite, and at that point, it's like.
Hold on.
But that's because that's nothing compared to fucking 2 bottles of Robitussin.
Yeah, dude, that's a lot. And I remember I took Robitussin. I stole it too. I stole it from Safeway. I was 14, 15 maybe, and fucking drank a bunch. And I keep feeling this force being pushed. I was being pushed around. I didn't take that much. I took the lower dosage amount that made me feel drunk and shit. He took the fucking higher dosage amount that made him feel fucking like he was flying. Like you're fucking dying, getting whisked off. Look at this shit. It's raining outside right now, and the sun's still out.
Let's go swimming.
Gotta love Colorado. Now, that's called something. I've heard that called something. I've heard it called the devil's redheaded stepchild or some crazy shit.
That's what I call something you abuse. No, that's a joke.
Yeah.
If you treat something like shit, treat it like a redheaded stepchild.
No,
I didn't make the saying up. That's just what it is.
But I mean, like, when it's raining and there's the sun's out, there's like a bunch of sayings about it, like from different parts of the world. Like,
really?
Fucking, yeah, like
I've never heard that.
I don't know. I know when it's all cloudy, but there's a circle and there's like light coming through it. Like you see, like the streams, like a wedding veil, almost like God's eye or something like that.
God's kingdom. Yeah.
God's kingdom, maybe.
Yeah, no, I know it's God's eye when it's in the middle of the hurricane.
Yeah, something like this though. Well,
like,
no, that's the storm's eye.
Yeah, storm's eye. Yeah, God's whatever.
But, yeah,
so check this shit out. Blunt Wraps here. So this is the conversation starter right here. Who's got the fucking lighter?
The fucking money maker. We got a yellow one going around. There it is.
Here's fucking Dan, by the way. We didn't even.
Yeah, Dan the man. First time on the podcast. Wait, is it the first time? Was he on the first one? I don't know if he was on the first one. Alright, nice.
No, he was supposed to be, but timing was off.
Damn, we're not using any fucking earphones today. They're just really
freeballing it, like it's all good.
Yeah,
it's all about fun fact. I don't have underwear underneath my shorts, so I'm also double freeballing.
Double freeball. Oh, that's awesome. All right, here's the conversation starter now. Dom had something else to say.
Fuck, I do not remember the other thing at all. What were we discussing?
Let's take this time to plug Absolute.
Oh, edibles. No, it was something like...
Yeah. Absolute came in on the last podcast, which is releasing today, and then this one will release next week. We kind of got backed up. But Absolute is done-ish. I mean, I'm still going to fucking do some shit to it, but...
is done, but still needs some...
Yeah, so we're going to show you how it's...
Right, it's like you gotta fine-tune it.
Like, basically, if we were to pull out, we would be safe from, like, impregnating a bitch.
It's a close call, though. It's a close call.
Yeah.
Yes.
We were to pull out now. That's a JFK quote, right?
You know, I feel like I'm probably a reincarnated of JFK. I don't know why. I just have that feeling.
Be careful, bro. Don't
hey,
you don't want that dog.
Yeah, I want to be blown in the head.
He's right. Oh!
Turning tongue twisters today. Morty. All right.
Morty.
You just
can't remember what else Tom was going to say.
No, something about edibles. Fuck, it's
edibles.
Me. Right? We were talking about edibles.
Yeah, we were talking about
like
edibles.
how you. I think it was like
I was talking about a long time ago how I did an edible and I felt like I needed to go to an emergency room.
Sam's Club. So mine, it's not as scary, but so I started a job overnight. I had just turned 18. I quit smoking weed for a full month to get the job at Sam's Club because this was before you could, smoke weed and get a job at Walmart or Sam's Club.
Yeah.
Now they're just so desperate, like, just don't be a crackhead.
Yeah.
But, anyways, so I hadn't really smoked. So, like, I smoked a little weed before then, but my tolerance was still super low. But my first day of orientation was just fucking videos. So my second day, I assumed was just gonna be the rest of the videos.
Yeah.
So I got my buddy who had a med card to give me some edibles. 100 milligrams of some sour gummies. I had no tolerance to edibles at the time.
Yeah.
So I was planning for it to just be 50. I took that 50 right before my lunch break. An hour later, I wasn't really feeling anything. And I was still watching videos and I was really bored.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna eat the rest of these gummies. Hour later, I'm fucking floored. And this is before the second half fucking kicked in.
Shit.
And the assistant manager comes in, he's like, oh, blah, blah, you've watched enough videos, you probably want to get your feet wet, blah, blah, blah. And like there was I think it was like Father's Day the day before, so they let a couple of the dads go early. Like, well, we'll have you on the floor, just throwing people's trash for them real quick. So they pull me onto the fucking floor, and I am just baked as hell. Like I said, I could feel how high I looked.
Yeah.
But luckily,
when you could feel like your eyes.
Yeah. But luckily, because it was my second day, the dude was just like, "Oh, you're just really not used to overnights yet, man, huh?" I was like, "Nah, man, I'm so tired." And so I just went around picking up everyone's trash and throwing it in the compactor. Doing that, I mean, I did it. It was easy enough, but I was just super stoned. But the beautiful thing about this, I worked there for a year, and because I started off my second day super baked, anytime I went in super stoned, they were just like, "Oh, Dom just woke up. He's super tired." Not once did they ever. And then also, they assigned me to the freezers, and I worked in Sam's Club. So if you don't know, they have walk-in freezers.
Yeah.
So the job itself sucked in the sense that I was constantly in 0 degrees. So I basically came in with a jacket and a coat and a hat and gloves.
Yeah.
and I'm stalking from like the inside of the bitch.
Yeah.
But no one ever comes to check up on me because no one wants to go in there. So I'm just chiefing up in there and shit. Fucking. Oh, and the best part is there's like damages, because like for hookups and all that.
Yeah.
So if I was really hungry, I'd fucking just damage out a thing of Hot Pockets or whatever.
Oh my god.
And I wouldn't have done that except for the fact that they had a vending machine that had all this overpriced shit, and we weren't allowed to buy anything in the bulk because they had no cashiers. So you have a bulk thing of fucking ramen noodle. You could buy a whole 34 pack for $10, but then they have in the vending machine, it's 75 cents for one cup of noodles, and it's like, fuck you, dude.
See, this is why corporations are fucking failing today, because no one cares to build someone else's dream. Like, you can't just have a fucking huge ass Sam's Club, Walmart, like all these things are fucking tearing down now. They're all even fucking.
I don't feel bad at all from robbing from them.
Yeah.
No, like if it was issue or like a small business, I'd feel bad about robbing from them.
No, I don't steal
Okay,
in
that's
general
fine.
because like even from Walmart or whatever I used to and have that be like.
No, I won't. Yeah.
But I don't now
it.
just because I feel like there's like a universal moral code like that's beyond stealing from Walmart. It's just like if you steal, like, or if you're in the act of stealing, like that leads to other moral issues.
Exactly, because you can compromise shit. I agree.
Exactly, yeah.
So, it's not about just the corporate.
So you're lucky, fucking Walmart.
But if you're gonna steal from Walmart, not from like your local mom and pop place. That's all we're saying.
Of course, exactly.
Have I told you guys my story about stealing from Walmart?
What?
The pizza?
The pizza story. It's actually King Soopers.
Oh, my bad.
So, this was my bad because I thought I said Walmart. But, so the pizza, this motherfucking shit. So, I was living out in Lone Tree. This was a couple years ago. Me and the homie were broke as fuck. We're like, shit, man, gave all my money for rent. We just invested in such and such, and such and such didn't fucking turn out. I was like, we're fucking hungry. Like, what the fuck we gonna do? I was trashed as fuck. Like, I was drinking, like, our homie, like, bought, like, a bunch of, like, alcohol, whatever, so I was trashed as fuck. I was like, bro, we need to fucking eat. Like, we have no fucking food. Like, what the fuck we gonna do? He was like, well, I'm sober enough, like, we can go down to King Soopers if you're down. And I'm like, we ain't got no money. What the fuck you talking about? I was gonna go down to King Soopers. He's like, bro, just go in there, grab what you need, and just run out. And I'm like,
what? That's not even a good advice on like stealing.
This guy is not the one you want to go to any advice for. For the record,
advice.
His name won't be named, but don't listen to him.
That's
That
not
guy.
even, like good, accurate advice.
So my drunk ass, I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, I probably got a little ecstasy in me, and I'm like really proud of myself.
That was one of the such investments.
I have a lot of ecstasy. I feel really great about myself.
Well, no, you feel invincible. I've been driving on a car and like singing a little tune to my friends about how I'm driving so fast, like I'm definitely gonna kill us. And we were all like rolling so hard. Most of them were kids. Like I'm like 16, driving like a stick shift, and they're all a little bit older, and just like and we're all just like laughing about it. Like like we don't give a fuck like what happens tonight. Like we're. Like that's just how we felt, like invincible. Like I don't give a fuck. Like I'm speeding. Like we're all fucked up. I was talking about like I don't care if I get pulled over. I'll talk to the cop. Like I'm fine. Like I'll fucking. You know what I mean? When you're rolling so hard, you're just like let me call my mom. Where's my fucking phone? Like fuck, I'll talk to anybody.
I'll talk to mom. Get my dick sucked. I don't care.
Like anything. Yeah.
So I'm like, all right. Well, let me think about it. Pour the last shot. Take a shot, and I'm like, all right. Fuck it, let's go. Let's do it. Because my stomach's growling, I'm hungry as shit. Hop in the fucking car. We're driving to. And he's like, alright, man. Here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna run in there. I'm gonna flip around. You're gonna hop back in the car. We're gonna drive out. Peace. And I'm like, alright, cool. Let's fucking do this. Now, during this phase of my life, my attire was extremely crazy hippie and,
so you're like, you already look like Mark walking into any supermarket.
It's like
especially
Yellow Submarine and Fear in Las Vegas had a fucking baby. This was fucking me. So I got.
When was
this? This was I don't know.
A while ago. If it was a long ass time ago.
It was after we left, but before recently. So a couple years ago.
Like at least 4 because I've lived with Jared for like 3.
Okay, so this
is
like now it's a lot more common to see like fucking woke.
I was probably like
hipsters
21.
Yeah, so this is back in the day. This is
like
before
2 or 3 years ago.
You definitely stuck out, is what I'm trying to say.
And I like to dress my boy. I like to talk out a little bit. Like, what's up? Like,
I remember.
Yeah. So I got this crazy ass green Hawaiian shirt. It's got mermaids on. It's all trippy as shit. I got all the fucking jewelry. I got like 4 rings on. One that tells the time. The other one tells the time. We got sunglasses on. This fucking safari has all these pins on it. I got a roach clip that has fucking feathers on it. I'm pretty sure I got a Dreamcatcher necklace rocking out that I got from there. But anyway,
I know this kid. I've seen him.
Bet.
I'm like, freaking guy.
I'm ready to go. I'm saying, man. Bet ready to go. Alright, so we pull up. I'm like, alright, so I'm going in. And I'm kind of like gauging it out. And at first, there was like a bunch of motherfucking people there. So I'm like, shit, I gotta like shift around some stuff. And I'm like, shifting. I'm like drunk as fuck. And like really about myself. So I'm like overly conscious about what I'm doing. I'm like, alright, I need to relax. I'm looking at the produce, like $4 for 14 pounds of apples. How dare they? And I'm finally like, alright, cool. Everyone's kind of left the area. I walk back with the pizzas. And I'm like, alright. If I'm doing this, I'm going big because I'm already fucking here. I'm committed. I ain't got no money. I'm getting the biggest. It's a Bigfoot fucking pizza. This fucking big. This fucking white. It had like 4 cheeses on it, 4 meats. It had a bunch of shit on it. I'm like, bet. If I'm going out, I'm fucking taking this. This is going. So I kind of grab it, kind of looking at it, looking out the corner of my eye. I'm like, all right, this is my moment. Here I go. I run out the door, and I'm just like, belligerents! And I just head out, holding the pizza up. I was dashing. People are like, what the fuck is going on? It's like 2 o'clock in the fucking morning. Security is like, oh shit, they start running towards me. I'm like, hell no, with this fucking pizza. I pull up, and dude flipped around, but I misunderstood him when he said he was gonna flip around. I run out, I get this fucking pizza, I'm like, belligerent motherfucker! Running out, I go grab the fucking door. I'm at the back behind the driver. It's fucking locked. He wanted me to run around, hop in the passenger side, and then we're gonna drive off. I was like, why the fuck did we even pull around? This is taking up so much time. I didn't know that. I got this fucking pizza in my goddamn hand, and he won't unlock the door. He's like, go around. I'm like, fuck your go around, okay? So I run around, slide over the hood, all gangster style. That was the coolest part, I will say.
Goddamn.
Hop in the fucking side, we're driving off. Nothing. Got away with it. Had fucking pizza the night and for breakfast.
God,
and for breakfast. And for breakfast.
That
fucking
is
huge.
a tale of
fucking
an
huge.
angel soaring high. I didn't know it was gonna end that way. I'm so paid right now. I was like, that was a really good story. I for some reason,
right after this podcast airs, door breaks in, Jerry fucking gets arrested. You owe us $25.99 for that pizza, sir.
Yo, honestly, I know this kid so well. I would have definitely known if he went to jail or anything. But as I was listening, I was like, yeah, like you guys definitely got caught. Like he's gonna say the fucking cops. Nothing. Now
there was security though. We went in like a month or two after because it was local. So we're like, well, we actually need a shop here. They definitely had security guards after that, but we're the same thing and no one said anything to me. So hey,
they're probably like, fuck that dude, just let him go.
I can't believe you walked in there so lavish, like so fucking like.
I don't give a shit.
I'm gonna fuck, dude.
I don't give a fuck. I'm here for my thing.
That is crazy.
And the one time I steal a fucking Walmart Charger dressed normally, I get caught.
Yeah.
Alright, so I have a fucking bunch of stories about stealing, but I'll just say this one. I had these shorts on one time, or I always had...
These shorts in particular?
No, like, these shorts were, like, so oversized. They were, like, a particular fucking type of oversized. The pocket was so huge inside. And one day, and I used to steal a bunch of shit at this point in time, like, little stupid shit, eye drops, fucking gum. I had a whole fucking backpack like this in my Bronco, too, and a fucking... Each little pocket had a bunch of gum, Visine, fucking water, always filled up. Like, I had the fucking bag. So, but one time, I needed to do whites. I needed to do laundries, and I needed to do my whites. I did my colors, now I needed to do my whites. I had no bleach.
Okay.
So I went to Safeway and stole a fucking mini thing of bleach, but it was like, what? It was still like that big, but my shorts were so fucking huge, it was just a huge bulge.
You could have probably just walked out with it, no one would have thought.
I lived right next to, no, I mean, they did, like, they had fucking secret fucking walkers, whatever, but, like, that time, like, I just walked the fuck out with it in my pocket, just and did my laundry.
You got away with that?
Yeah.
No, see, I just got overly cocky.
Yeah.
Because back in the day, I used to, in high school, I would steal the Mios back when they first came out. And then I would just sell them for half the price that they normally were retailed as. And that would be my money for cigarettes and weed and shit. And so I got overly cocky with it to the point where, you know, I would literally go and granted, my mom also used to work at this Walmart back in the day. So everyone knew that I worked. So even if there were a secret shop or people watching, like, they're not going to assume one of the associates. At least that's my logic.
Yeah.
And so I just didn't give a fuck. But then we moved out here to Wheat Ridge, and my mom didn't fucking work at the Walmart out here. And my mom was like on vacation or whatever, and I needed a new charger for my phone. And here's the bitch about it. I didn't even need a new charger for my phone. The phone I got,
You were just being cocky.
No, the phone was broke. Like, the phone had a fucked up charger port. And here's the fucked up irony. The phone my mom gave me, because she worked at Walmart, and someone had lost their Galaxy, like, S4 or 5. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was back in the day. But it was relatively a new phone at the time. And they had just left it there in the lost and found. And it had been there for, like, 6 months. And then we looked it up, and the cell phone number was in, like, Wisconsin. So it was like, they're not coming back to this phone. So and it was already unlocked, no password or anything.
Yeah.
So we just reset it. My mom gave it to me.
Yeah.
So my mom stole it from the lost and found at her Walmart. And then the phone shitted out, but I didn't know that, and I thought I just had a shitty charger.
Yeah.
And so I went to Walmart. I had to buy some stuff, but like it was money my mom gave me to get groceries and food and all that. But I was like, I ain't spending my own money on this fucking charger. And I stole the charger, but I was stupid, and I like made it a point to take it out of the package and everything. And like I was walking through like the kids section, tearing it out of the package. And apparently that's when someone like Secret Shopper saw me, and then like they were watching me on the camera.
Yeah.
Went through, bought everything else, and then as I was going through the second door, someone saw me. Dude wasn't even in uniform. And to be perfectly honest, I didn't even register that it was a Walmart like shopper or something. I thought it was just some dude fucking with me because he was like, "Oh, stop there," and I was like, "No," and he was like, "No," I was like, "No, I'm gonna keep going." And then fucking next thing I know, 2 dudes tackle me to the ground. They pull me to the back. Yeah, dude. No, and I was pissed because at the time I was trying to like save money on cigarettes, so I just bought a bunch of empty cigarette. Like it has the filter and it's empty, and you just load the cigarette thing. Yeah. And I had it in my backpack, and they tackled me, and it crushed like half of the fucking box. And I was like, "Fuck you guys, crushing my shit." But then they called a cop and everything, and then I was lucky because I was contemplating, because it was kind of a trip, because I had to take like 2 buses to get to this, Walmart. Yeah. I contemplated bringing my weed and like smoking a little between bus stops. I'm glad I didn't, because the cops searched all my stuff and everything. Didn't find anything else. But yeah, I have a petty theft charge, and it's for the smallest amount possible. Yeah. And I've already looked it up, tried to do everything. There's nothing and I did this when I was 18. There's nothing I can do to get off my record. No matter what, if you do a basic background check on me, it will be there until I'm 25. Yeah. So I can't get a basic fucking job. I can't even get a job at a Walmart. Ironically, I mean, without them even knowing, or a Target or any of that, because of the background check, because theft is like, one of the worst things you could have. Yeah. Like, literally, felons could get jobs before me in some places because it's a theft charge. And it's so stupid. And ever since then, I've never stolen, because fuck that. It is not worth it at all.
It's not worth it.
I remember when I stopped stealing. It was February 17th when I was 17 years old. Yeah, I remember distinctly, because I got caught. That was fucking the last time I got caught, and I was stealing a fucking jacket like for snowboarding, and it had the fucking earphones in it and shit. And like, no, I was 15. It was February 17th when I was 15, and I went to fucking BC Surf and Sport that used to be by the fucking mall. Did you guys ever go to that one? And fucking the jacket was like $500. And I took off, and I knew everything about stealing by this point, so I was like, alright, I took the thing off, of course, but, like, I didn't know that they fucking had a little microchip in one of the pockets, so it was 2, it was, like, the actual physical one, the big one, and then, like, just a little teeny chip, bro, I saw it was, like, that fucking big. So I took the thing off, like, they didn't know, like, I was walking out with that thing, and I don't even remember how I was concealing it. Like, it was big, too. Like, fucking, I was good at stealing at that point, so fucking, I don't even know. But I was walking out with that bitch, and then the thing went off, and I was like, whoa, that's crazy. Like, that should not have happened. Because I checked the whole jacket. Like, I was like, you know what I mean? Like, there was nothing else. I didn't fucking know that they had microchips now. So fucking, the thing started beeping, and the dude behind the counter just in one motion fucking over the counter, and by that point I was running out, and I ran around, and he was running too, and fucking I ran and hid like under this fucking car, It was snowy. The car fucking the dude, he pretty much found me, like, right there and fucking, they held me, called my mom, called the cops, cops came, like, I got a theft charge, I had to go there with my dad, like, to court. That was, like, one of the first times I went to court. Yeah. But I stopped stealing from then on. Really, because I went to the classes. They made me go to so many classes. Do you remember classes?
No, all they did for me, because I was already over 18, is they made me pay like $300 in fines, and then I had to do 24 hours community service. Community service they almost fucked me on, because they had to assign it, because it was a theft charge, and a lot of places won't take you ever a theft charge. They assigned me to this AA place in Wheat Ridge, Alcoholic Anonymous. This was before I ever really heavily drank. I'd maybe drink once a month, if that, back then, and never, like, blackout or anything. I was there for one time, for 8 hours, and they were just having me clean shit. I've never wanted to drink more in my life than when I was there. No, because they were stupid, because, like, literally, at one point, there was one chick, I overheard a conversation. She was talking to some people and how she was so excited because her daughter was getting married. And the first thing out of someone's mouth before congratulations for anything else was, make sure at the reception that you don't try to drink or anything, because there's a lot of temptations. And I was like, what the fuck? No matter what they talked about, they would instantly relate it back to alcohol. And I'm like, this can't be healthy. And then the main guy who was running it, the dude was clearly senile. He fucking, like, I was fucking around half the time, like, because I didn't know what to do, because the dude, like, was just out of his mind. I go back the next day, place is shut down because, like, it's not even a food place, but they couldn't uphold health regulation. I have no idea what it was. Ironically enough, you know what it is? It's a hookah bar.
Really?
What? Yeah, it is now like a hookah lounge. Like, you can go and, like, smoke hookah there. It got shut down. But I was like, fuck, well, what do I do now? This is my assigned place. I tried calling and all that. My PO, or the guy who's supposed to run my stuff, he's on vacation for fucking 2 weeks.
I hate when that shit happens.
Yeah, and so I'm trying to get over. I eventually get a hold of him 1 week before my shit's due. He assigns me to, like, a veterans, like, so it's meant to be like a hall for veterans and stuff, but they also rent it out for, you know, baby showers, like, events and stuff. Guy was super chill. I ended up only going, like, once for 2 hours, and he signed off for the rest of my 16 hours. Just because he was super chill, and he knew there was no way that I could fill the rest of my hour. And it was just because the court fucked me. It wasn't, like, anything that I was lacking on. It was that they were fucking me around and giving me such a date. And, like, I don't know, it just made me so mad because, like, I didn't learn any lesson other than don't steal because the courts will fuck you in the ass.
A lot of the classes and shit that I've gone through, from, like, getting tickets and, like, shit, I've had to go mad classes, like, all sorts of bullshit.
No, dude, when I got my very first class ever charge I got was I got caught with a pipe right outside of my school. They couldn't even prove I had it at school, but because I was within 100 yards of my school, they're like, you had it at school. But the class they put me in was for, like, alcohol. Like, there was one other girl in there for, like, a pipe charge, but she, like, was literally, like, a super good cheerleader girl who took a fall for her friend because she wanted to be cool. But, like, other than that, everyone else was, like, alcohol charges. And, like, I don't know, it was a weird class because they made us all do breathalyzers at the beginning. And I was like, I don't have a problem with alcohol, so okay. But, and she, like, they talked about like, drugs and stuff for a minute, and then they had us watch a Law and Order episode about a chick who drank too much and then got raped and murdered. And I was like, that's kind of extreme, but alright.
Lazy.
And then afterwards they were like, alright, well, we have another 4 hours, because I got to choose either between 8 1-hour classes or 1 8-hour class. So I was like, I'm gonna do the 1 8-hour class.
Of course.
And then the next 4 hours, we just watched Law and Order episodes that had nothing to do with our stuff.
Oh my god. Well, see, that's some bullshit. That's happened to me a lot. Like, I've had to take classes where we just fuck around, and the people are just like, you know, I know this is kind of bullshit class anyway, so if you want to do this, like, I'll cut it short today. Like, that's how it always was. Like, this is the fucking, like, government system.
Because in general,
and they make shit.
The issue is not the drug use, or whatever you're doing. It's why you're doing it, and I think that's the issue that's never addressed.
Never addressed.
The root causes. Why? You know,
it's because I fucking have a shitty home life and I don't care.
Breaking down completely. All right, hold on. So, I want to talk about the music. Sorry, I've been monopolizing shit. No. All that was great. But you heard the Meek Mill album?
Meek Mill, I'm about to stab you. Mac Miller, Jared, take this over.
Mac Miller, okay, go ahead. Gerard, Senor, did you listen to it? You listened to the whole thing?
Straight.
Okay.
Listened to it almost twice.
Oh shit, alright, go ahead.
Shit's good. I like where the growth and direction that Mac Miller has taken with this album.
Yeah.
It feels really post Good AM and post My Divine Feminine. And
thank you. I keep forgetting the name of that album.
Yeah,
My Divine
he incorporated
Feminine.
them very well, but still have like traces of like his old school like mixtape, like Faces, Illusional Thomas, and still have like a real honest. And it seems like he has like his own unique flow that he's developed as well, too, which I was really impressed by. Seems like he's really in tone with his element, and there were no features. It was just him.
That's dope. How many songs? Like about
13, 18, right in there.
Okay.
I want to say it was 15. Maybe it was
Something like
15.
that.
Might have been a
Okay.
little less. Yeah.
How long is the time for it?
13, 16.
What was the style like? Was it all the same?
It was kind of like stoner rap, if I had to describe it. But it's better than, it's not like stoner. It's not like Wiz Khalifa stoner rap. It's like, so my only complaint, like not only, but my biggest complaint with it is there's no bangers really.
Yeah.
Like there's no songs that you're gonna like be like like partying down to. A lot of it you're gonna have to be listening to. You're gonna be more introspective, you know. And so it's cool because like it's definitely a great album to smoke a blunt to and listen to. But it's not like him just rapping about weed. It's like him talking about like perspective and a lot of stuff. He has like a funk song on there. He has like a cool like EDM type song. Like so the thing that I personally really appreciate about it is Max definitely pushing the boundaries a lot more with hip hop. I mean a lot of hip hop artists are, but as far as mainstream hip hop artists, as far as like branching out and all that, he's singing a lot on it, which is stuff he's done more and other stuff, but you could tell he's like refined it.
Yeah.
Like he's actually sounding good on it. It's not like, you know, for example, one thing I hate is like Eminem. When he tries to sing a lot, it just sounds bad in my opinion. It's a cool idea, but it just sounds terrible. He doesn't have the voice for it. Mac actually has a voice for it, especially when he incorporates it with a lot of the jazz and all that. It has a lot of real good groovy flow to it. And also what I really appreciate is it seems like while he still has good, you know, bars and stuff, he stepped a little away from the lyrical miracle shit. Because that was my biggest complaint with a while, like when he was doing a lot of Faces stuff and all that. Like it sounded cool, but he was bordering on lyrical miracle where he's just saying nonsense. You know that song Absol with him, The End Is Near?
No, I'd have to hear it.
Alright, well, he like says a bunch of dope shit on it, but towards the end of it, he's literally just saying like multi-syllabic rhymes that sound really cool. It's like Nostradamus is so post-hominid, and like it just, to me, in my opinion, like it sounds really cool, but it means nothing. And like with everything he says on this album, it means something. It's not any nonsense, and that is something I really appreciate. And especially because like there's a lot of more stuff he talks about. You know, I was once drowning and now I'm swimming. The album's called Swimming, but that's a you know. He literally has motifs in the song. How many artists have motifs? Like as far as rappers go, a motif is like a reoccurring image, but it's not necessarily always directly related. Like, I'll have to show you the song. Like, he's like, oh, you have a bone to pick with me, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, and then you fall and you break that same bone. That's a motif. Because he's talking about the bone, but he's talking about the bone in different contexts. So it's basically referring to the same thing, but in different contexts.
Whoa.
I learned it in English class. It's a huge writer's thing, and I love that he did it in hip-hop.
Pretty Lights, the Derek from Pretty Lights, his little brother just released a fucking album under the name Motif, and I was like, that's a dope ass name, and you just broke down what it means. And they're sample artists, they take other people's stuff and make songs. So you just broke down. So like that's so insane. Pretty Lights is coming this fucking weekend.
Dude, Pretty Lights is dope.
We're fucking going to both nights.
It's already sold out, isn't it?
My first Pretty Lights.
Of course it's sold out. Pretty Lights always sells out in Colorado now.
Insanely sold out. It sold out.
That's what makes me mad. That's what makes me mad. Like if I had known like 6 years ago, because Pretty Lights was a local thing. Like he would have gone to so many shows for so cheap,
for 10,
and all that.
This is his 10th anniversary playing Red Rocks, which means back in 2009 he was the first time playing Red Rocks, which means since like 2008 he was fucking mad hustling to get that.
That's what I'm saying.
Red Rocks.
Like if you had been there like 2008, like you could have gone to shows for like
he did headline 2009.
$10 at Cervantes. I have a friend that was like, "Oh, you're going to Pretty Lights?" He's like, "Yeah, I went to Pretty Lights like so many years ago when they were at Cervantes," and I'm like,
10, 15.
Yeah, they would never perform at Cervantes now.
No, I mean, well, he might show up like
maybe one of the guys.
Because the last time he showed up, I was there and fucking the place was packed out. And he came on stage and like he's like a fucking scene god now. Like they make really good.
To be honest, I personally hold Pretty Lights up there higher than Bass Nectar. In my own personal, as far as my take, I'm not a huge EDM guy, but if I had to go there, Pretty Lights is probably one of my most favorite.
I just think they're two completely different styles, honestly. But they always
I
get
mean, yeah,
compared
different
because
styles.
they play together.
Well, I mean, as far as like big EDM names, like I'm trying to think, like
I would prefer to go to like a
Pretty Lights
setup,
into a bass nectar.
festival. Like I went to Washington for the PL, the Gorge.
I mean,
show.
I'm just gonna say it. Grizz all the way.
Grizz is dope.
Bass nectar.
I just saw Grizz.
Pretty Lights.
Yeah.
Oh my god, so listen,
Grizz.
so I got something to say.
It's all about
Alright,
Grizz.
so Wednesday, so this is my week in music. Wednesday I went to Cervantes and Grizz was he was the guest. And he showed up and the place was packed out and like word got out that Grizz so fucking the place was so packed
Right.
all night. He didn't even get on stage until midnight. But when he came out he did a DJ set and nothing but like he went from straight dubstep for like half an hour, like really, and he's a really good DJ.
Yes, he
and
is.
he has some really good selects, like, and just kept it going. And then he played some house for like he was real like vocal with the crowd, and like he just had some like real subliminal shit.
To be out there for the crowd too.
Yeah, and he just had some real like
Stage
subliminal
presence is
shit.
important.
Well, no, this is what he did. He had some subliminal shit that he posted on his social media. He posts like a blank piece of paper, and that's like all these like fucking theories and whatever. People were like defending him on Facebook. Like the threads went on, and people were like, "Leave him alone! Like he has depression. He doesn't have to explain why." And then other people were like, "It's marketing. Like he just does this for market." Like people bashing him, people defending him just because he put up a picture of a blank piece of paper.
Really?
Yeah, I swear. Wow. And this is like a week ago. Or this is Tuesday he did that, and then and then Wednesday he shows up in Denver, plays this fucking set, plays a new song. He's like, "You guys want to hear a new song?" Like he's super emotional. He's like, "You guys want to hear a new song?" Everyone was like, "Fuck yeah!" And he has this new song, and he raps in it, like officially, like raps in a fucking song, and that's like a debut. Like this is his first, you know what I mean? Like he's probably freestyled or done some other shit. And then fucking, it was dope. Everyone cheered so loud, and then he did his whole set. Like, it was fucking amazing to see Grizz there and see the people like support him so much.
Especially because if you got there early, you probably didn't even pay that much for that.
I mean, the show was like, even if they didn't like raise the price, it was like $15 show. Like so
damn, $50 to see Grizz. That's dope.
Yeah, but it was a DJ set. So
so it's not his normal stuff. Yeah,
but like the most whatever. But it was it was emotional too. Like you see a bunch of fans and his like merch and shit. It was dope. So Thursday night, I went to fucking Hard Rocks at Red Rocks. I had a big week in fucking music. I went to Red Rocks for Hard Rocks. It was dope. I got there for Virtual Self, and it was crazy. That's Porter Robinson's alter ego.
Yeah.
And it was techno and fucking what's that shit called? Hardstyle.
Yeah.
And drum and bass that he played through. And like when it comes to fucking like electronic music, I fall way more in the trance section. But when I was younger, I used to love techno, and techno is just like a little faster and a little more like you know what I mean. And then hardstyle is even faster and like has like blom blom, you know that fucking.
It's like
and then drum and bass is even faster. It's like so like the whole thing, like I fall way more in the chill range. You know what I'm saying? But for being there, knowing what it was. Like, for seeing 10,000 people just fucking get down to, like, fast-paced shit.
Bro.
Even though you can't really dance to, in my opinion, you can't really...
No, you
How do
can.
you dance to that?
Shuffling. Shuffling, man. I'm telling you.
So, like,
shuffling.
but just seeing it, like, it was more like just watching, like, a movie of it. Because I was, like, seeing it play, seeing all the people dance, seeing Red Rocks, being outside... being, in the fresh air, smoking weed, like, that was all pleasant, very pleasant, and, like, of course, it's, like, a light show production. Oh, he was on a fucking glass stage with fucking lights underneath it, so the fucking was, like, changing and shit, and he's up there fucking dancing and shit, and Porter Robinson is very talented. I love Porter Robinson, like, that is my shit. The shit he makes with that is amazing. It's groundbreaking. Like, you guys should definitely check it out.
What did you say his alter ego was?
Virtual Self is what he showed up at Red Rocks as.
For sure.
But I love Porter Robinson, like his first project shit, and that shit is so amazing. But Virtual Self is what it is. It's techno, hardstyle, and drum and bass. So, it was cool to just be there. I wasn't disappointed. I was having a blast with my buddies. And then after that, it was DJ Snake.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, well, DJ
That was one of
Snake.
my first dubstep artists I ever got
Really?
into.
Yeah, well, he just plays a bunch of shit. He plays other people's shit. Like, he's a real DJ, so you hear, like, other people's shit. But to see, like, other people's... He has a good selection. Like,
Yeah.
he plays good shit, and just to see Red Rocks get down to... And then, of course, he plays, like, get down to Whopper! And just to hear that and see everyone...
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So to be there with 10,000 people in, like, the front row. And then it was a 15-minute intermission so they could change out all the fucking his lights. And his lights was like, you can look it up on YouTube, but it was intense.
Yeah.
So that shit was cool too. Friday, oh yeah, Friday night I went to some warehouse party for Dirty Bird.
What?
Fucking, they didn't even come on till like 3 a.m.
Damn.
By that time, I was fucking sauced, so I left. And my homie Tyler was like, "Why are you leaving?" I was like, "I know." He was like, "It ends at 6." I was like, "No." So I didn't officially catch them, but I almost did. I was too fucked up.
So you're at a warehouse party though. It's pretty dope.
Like, yeah, it's pretty intense, but they were making fat money. I can't really say like everything. Yeah, it was fucking really intense. Fucking, they were selling all sorts of shit. They like, it was a business. Like, they made so much money.
Wait, yo, I just want to know why you going to warehouse parties and not even saying nothing to us.
Right.
I'm upset about. Like, I'm not calling for work for that. Like, my leg.
Hold on, you work Saturdays?
Usually, but I probably can. I'm trying to get this Saturday off just because in the
And
morning
when you work Saturdays, you work till like 2, 3 in the morning.
1 in the morning at the latest, at the very latest. Like this Saturday, like last night, I got off at like 12:30.
What about Fridays?
Again, I usually work again till 12:30.
That's what I'm saying.
But I'm saying, let me know.
Hold on,
I
what
can
about
get
Wednesday
off.
nights?
I always have Wednesdays off, guaranteed.
What about Thursdays? What time do you start?
I usually close. Most shifts I work, I close. But I
you-
usually have Wednesdays off. I usually start at 4.
Wednesday, let's go to the Research Wednesdays that Cervantes has been holding. They do it every week.
Yeah.
It's amazing. We're playing August 31st.
I know, it's just hard because that's usually more EDM stuff, though.
Yeah, but no, it's like not really. The Research Wednesdays, they have a bunch. It's like it falls more into the electro funk. Sometimes it's way more mellower EDM. It's not
Okay.
like the bullshit EDM.
It's not
like
the
fun-
rave. It's not a big.
Like, I don't like going to
rave.
Beta and Vinyl and all those because that's like
Yeah,
EDM
it's a
with the
lot.
chads and the fucking. It's way more stressful.
Yeah.
There's always fights and like. It's not like that. Cervantes always keeps it way chill. And then if we go, bro, we'll blaze. Like, we'll fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll
Oh,
just,
yeah.
And it's very hot at Cervantes. I'm gonna add.
But
that.
we kick it in the back, and there's a sweet patio area.
Of course.
That is true. That patio area is
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, but
You ever
Research
been to
Wednesdays.
Cervantes?
Yeah.
Ballroom.
No, it's the other side. It's the other side.
That's on the other
Oh,
side.
see, I've never
Right.
been on
Never-
the other side.
So I
Oh,
guess
what? The first time I ever went to
You never been in the
Cervantes.
That
Just
side.
eating food.
Like, I've
That's
been
the
in the other
vegan
side, but not the other
place
side.
thing.
Okay.
The ballroom side, I've never been in.
Yeah. Well, fucking. So Research Wednesdays is so dope. You guys should definitely check it out. And we play a bunch of silent discos there. It's always dope.
See, I want to at least go to one silent disco because I've never been to one.
Let me know when you
I
have
think
one on
that'd
a
be cool.
Saturday.
Okay. Well, no,
Or
we're
Friday.
playing. We're playing Friday, August.
Yeah, the 30th.
August 31st.
Alright.
A silent disco for Homemade Spaceship, and Homemade Spaceship is dope. I've already talked about him on the podcast. But that was my whole week in music. I want to talk about Sylvan LeCue.
Sylvan LeCue. I'm glad you remembered him. He's super dope.
Yeah, he's super. What's the song name that we listened to?
Best me.
What's the lyric?
I just want to be the best me.
I just want to be the best me. That song is so dope.
Possible.
Sylvan LeCue.
So he's I'm not sure if he said like Michael Christmas is also performing. Have you ever heard of Michael Christmas?
Yes.
You definitely. Michael Christmas is super dope as well. But Sylvan LeCue is super dope. So have you checked out I'm assuming you haven't checked out any of his album yet.
No.
So all of you should check it out. It's called Artist Anonymous, I believe.
Yeah.
Or something like that. So, but it's called AA. And so he has the whole album set up. So he has and in general, I usually dislike skits. And I'm biased. The main reason why I hate skits is because y'all know Eminem when he does the whole Ken Kniff, like, where he's making fun of ICP and sucking dick.
Some of them go raw.
Yeah, but I hated that as a kid because I usually listen to my music on shuffle, and I'm not trying to be like working out or something and have a whole 30 seconds of dick
It is
sucking.
intense. I've had that happen to me because I have the Eminem discography on shuffle a lot.
So
of my
in
life.
general,
So-
I usually dislike skits. However, Sylvan LeCue in this album. So it's great because the whole album concept with it is they're like in a group discussion, like him and other like artists of sorts, and they're discussing, you know, how you could overcome certain stuff and how you stretch outside your boundaries and stuff like that. And then whatever song, or there's usually 1 to 2, maybe sometimes 3 songs played after that relate to the skit.
Yeah.
So the best to me is one of the songs talking about people like stepping out of their comfort zones and pushing themselves.
I
and
just
stuff.
want to be the best me.
Yeah.
That's just we're gonna watch
so he has
that
another song
this,
called Poem, but it's spelled POME, and it's an acronym for Product of My Environment. I think you would really like that song too. I'll play it for you after this podcast. Actually.
Now, have we talked about Tierra Whack on the podcast?
I don't know if we've talked about Tierra Whack.
We talked about her after.
Yeah.
Last, but we never talked about her.
So let's talk about her album, that 15-minute album.
Shit.
So
15-minute album, super dope. So I discovered her.
Well, sirs, I hate to. I might as well cut it off before it begins. I have to head out.
Okay, no problem,
all right,
Dan, man.
All right, Dan's out.
Oh yeah, so Dan definitely set up all that shit at Clancy's. We've already talked about. We've shouted you out on the podcast, bro.
What's up, guys?
Plugs to Dan. Woo! All right, man.
Yes, indeed. Bye.
Peace out, buddy. And then he just disintegrates. Fucking
Like he's Thanos.
I'm just gonna.
Here, come this way. Just,
Yeah, no. Oh, yeah, no. I'm just making sure I got everything.
I thought you were gonna try to do front flip. I'm sorry.
I would love to.
He's not coordinated.
He just looked like he was getting in this. He looked, Yeah.
Man, I just want to be successfully do a cartwheel.
Yeah, dude. I thought about that in the last year. Honestly, I've had the same thought this year. Yeah.
Cartwheel buddies. We'll get these men.
Oh my God, Dom. Yes. Go ahead, buddy. Yo. Awesome. Thank you.
Bye.
My friend, I'm D on the other side.
So, camera, am I gonna give you the S or the cross? I'm gonna give you the
Full moon
S.
tonight.
Why? It's all about that booty.
Peace out, buddy. Thank you for being on the podcast.
Absolutely. Let me know next time. Like,
definitely. Weekends.
Yeah, usually Sunday because I also have that day off usually.
Sunday.
I also have next Sunday off, so next podcast is next Sunday.
Dude, I like it. Fuck it. This is awesome. Blunt Rap's fucking dope.
I always got some days off, so I mean, I think we have this happen, guys.
Yeah. There we go.
Aww. Anyways, so Tierra Whack.
Yeah, how'd you discover her?
So I discovered her. So I'm on this Facebook group page. I'll add you to if you want. I'll admit a lot of it is bullshit, but it has these gems.
Like top 40 bullshit?
Well, no. So it's a Facebook group called Sidebar. The Sidebar. It has I don't know, hundreds of thousands of members. Okay. So that's why I say bullshit. Especially when albums come out, you'll see a lot of stands. For example, I got really annoyed. Travis Scott's Astroworld dropped the same day as Mac Miller's album.
Yeah.
Well, everyone loves Travis Scott. Everyone's like, oh, this is album of the year. This is classic. And I listened to the album. It's an alright album. It's my most favorite Travis Scott album, but it's not album of the year by far. It's not even the best album of the day because Mac Miller had a better album. And YG had a better album too, if I'm being frank. But besides the point, it's just so it gets annoying with some of the stands because you get people who are over fans or
I need to write some of these artists down.
There's one guy who always goes on there and he posts mad hate against Kendrick Lamar or whatever. But there's a lot of really good discussion posts. So one guy, he posted this thing and he was like, oh, and this was 2 or 3 weeks ago, whenever I first started showing you Tierra Whack. Because I'm a firm believer personally, if you can't afford, or if you don't have the funds to, support an artist financially, you gotta, support them word of mouth. And that is a huge thing I'm with. If I fuck with you and you're not a well-known artist, I will fucking tell everyone about you. Yeah. And that's why I'm happy because, when people are like, oh yeah, that's super dope, it makes me happy because then they show other people and I don't know. I think that helps spread it a little bit, more too. If I can't give you the $10, I'll give you the 10 fans.
Yeah.
But anyways,
so 15 minutes. So 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Song is a minute.
And some minute 30 tops. Yeah. I don't think I've seen a single song 2 minutes long.
And there's a visual fucking thing to it.
She does a whole. It's a film technically.
A lot of ties in together pretty well too. It definitely separates, but it has a
and every song, and they connect really well.
So they're very different. That's what I
like. So
different.
And she doesn't rely on crazy visual effects too. That's what I really like. Because some videos they rely on crazy.
It's called something
low budget.
Yeah, not low. It's
budget,
they don't use they use
They don't use visual effects. Yeah,
they
it's
use more
more
like prop shit, more like real shit.
and actual
It definitely
concepts and
costs
ideas.
money. Like some of that.
Yeah,
shit
without a doubt.
Some
Yeah.
of that shit costs
Anything
money.
for phase, like, yeah.
But like it's dope because some of the songs, I think like one song maybe I don't like really or whatever because it's like weird or whatever. But like some of the shit I really, it's just such a weird like just array of like different
No, the biggest thing, that's the biggest thing I like is while the songs are so short, and I think that's what's like is she captivates the highlight of every flavor.
Yeah.
So you don't have to sit through the whole thing because that's the whole reason why Kanye West is going towards that whole 7-track album because let's be real, a lot of albums if they're beyond 15 tracks. Or even 12 tracks, depending on the artist, it's too much and to absorb.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fucking shit you never listen to more than once. It's wayside or whatever.
I think that's some. I don't know.
But in my opinion, 7 songs is way too short. I want a little more than that.
A little more,
and so that's why I like her balance, except it struggles because some of those songs I definitely want another minute or two of.
Right.
But it's like she's able to captivate like the peak of it, I guess.
And now you're excited for what comes next.
But it just drives me nuts because I get songs stuck in my head and I'm only singing that one part, but that's the whole part.
Yeah.
It's like a bunch of flavors. I like it.
But so I know I showed Dorval it. I don't know if you heard it. I might have showed Jared, but no. So she has another song. Separate of the album. She has a song called Mumbo Jumbo.
We watched that.
That song is it's weird because a lot of people get mumble rap. So she has a whole song where most of the song she doesn't even say any coherent words. But it's just
really
super
dope.
catchy
Really dope
and
song.
and she's like getting mouth surgery and like so it makes sense in context with the video.
All right,
Yeah,
we got a lot of shit to watch. We gotta watch Sylvan LaCue. That song again. We gotta watch fucking the Mumbo Jumbo.
Yeah.
It was a good week in music. Anyone else have any music?
Heard. So YG dropped an album. It's alright. It's nothing new, and that's my biggest complaint. Because he has a couple songs. They're banging. They sound good, but they literally sound like shit you've heard, 5 to even 10 years ago. He didn't experiment really much at all, and that's my biggest disappointment.
It's YG.
He's like, my nigga.
Oh,
that song.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's YG. I'm trying to think of other songs. That's his most well-known song.
Okay. All right.
But and so it's a decent. It's not bad by any means. But he doesn't try anything new.
Yeah.
Iggy Azalea dropped a terrible EP. Don't even bother. I tried. No, because here's the thing. Everyone always like, oh, Dom, why do you even bother? It's because I have to give everyone a chance. Because if you don't know what you're missing out on. Because I will admit, there's a couple Young Thug songs I fucking love.
Yeah.
Like when he does songs with Carnage, the DJ producer. Yeah. Like he has this one song, I can't even remember the name of it. But they have a music video where the music video is the dopest shit ever. So they have a camera and it's set up so it's just spinning 360, going between like the roof, the sidewalk, and not the sidewalk, the roof, the sidewall, and the ceiling. And when it's on the ceiling, like there's these 2 little girls, and basically it just keeps flipping through, and they basically like cannibalize and eat a dude. But it's like, it's super nuts and crazy. But like, and the song bang, and like, and I never would have heard that if I had never given Young Thug a chance, because 90% of the shit I hear by him, I hate, and it's utter garbage. But that 10% I hear, I love. So, I tried to give everything a chance. However, I barely got a third way through Iggy Azalea's album, and I couldn't.
Yeah.
It just, my pussy, something. Oh yeah, did I mention my pussy's juicy?
Yeah.
See, and I've been on this whole kick where I don't want to hear any music that really has any lyrics. Like, I don't want to hear what everybody has to say. So I've been listening to a lot.
Oh, you one of those more people like what you
No, I used to
absorb what you listen to, so you don't want to hear that. Okay.
And like because right now I'm working on my own art, I don't really want to hear anyone else's shit, and it's not inspiring me. But I've been getting into like the Electricana or whatever music, and just music where it's just all straight beats. No, you can come up with your own lyrics to it. You can take it how you want.
Yeah.
I feel like when I listen to songs and I love the beat or whatever, and it's just like some bullshit, and then it's like, well, I love the song because of the beat, but I don't want to hear what they have to say.
You should listen.
That's kind of why I don't want to listen to music.
He used to live in Colorado. He's now lives in New York. Decca. He just dropped an all instrumental based album. Yeah, it's super dope and trippy. I think you'd really like it. It's on Spotify.
That's someone like really focusing on just the music. Kendrick Lamar does really good about choosing his beats, even though like he has nothing to do with producing the beats. He's definitely involved in choosing them. Not only that is like a lot of the songs on Damn, or not a lot, but I know at least one or two were made from like he'll find an artist and he'll find 3 songs he really loves from the artist, and all those 3 songs strung together are like one.
Yeah,
of the songs
like
Triple X. That Triple X is my favorite fucking song, and he chose those 3 songs.
Really, that's one of my least favorite on. That's interesting.
No, I love that song because I don't like to. I
love that whole album, so I can't say I dislike any album, any song on it, but that's one of my least favorite.
Well, I like it because, like, in general, I hate top 40 shit. I'm never on 107.5, like, in general. But, like, and I hate that turn up music. Like, we're gonna turn up, like, because that's kind of how the beat is. Like, this is time to turn up, like, fucking. But how Kendrick does it, he pretty much does it the same way, but I feel like since I like Kendrick, I'm like, alright, like, this is it's kind of like a secret time. It's like, this is my secret time to fucking get down to something.
Because
I'm not
my
gonna
secret
fucking
time.
waste
I like
time
that a
to
lot.
fucking find, your top 40 bullshit. I know Kendrick, like, put time into this himself, so I like him. So this is my, like, guilty pleasure type shit where I'm like, I get down. So I love that song for that reason.
That's dope.
We're at 59 minutes. All right, let's wrap it up. Fucking blunt motherfucking raps. We rolled a blunt. We smoked a blunt. We'll catch you next time. This is the 3rd one. We'll do the 4th.
Be the best you.
Yeah, be the best you. We're gonna listen to all that shit.
Lick your lips, take 2 snips, goo goo thick. Hit him with that solo dolo dick. We the blotter bunch, the slaughter bunch, the lotta blotter bunch. The kielbasa Mufasa off of falafel waffle taco.